What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Big Coop, and I'm back to hit y'all with another video. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about what it's like to be a PR, aka parachute rigger, aka survival aircrew equipment man on deployment. Alright, so I had a couple people hit me up in my last video asking me, am I gonna make this type of video talking about what it's like to be a PR on deployment? So here it is. So first off, there's multiple platforms you can go to being a PR in the Navy. So I'm gonna start out with mine. Now you had watched this on my previous videos. You know I said I am a O-level PR. So I'm in the VFA squadron, which stands for, the V stands for fixed wing, and the F and the A stands for fighter attack. So my squadron flies F-18 Super Hornet aircraft. So yeah, being in the VFA squadron on deployment, being an all-over PR, you're gonna be working in a small little PR shop, and you're basically gonna be the one, greeting the pilots every day. Like every time they come in there to go fly, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be the one greeting them. Hello, sir, ma'am. And then when they come back, welcome back, sir, ma'am. How was your flight? Did you have any issues with your gear and stuff like that? Because that's in the scroll message, saying that you it shows that you're invested, in the gear, and you're invested, in their well-being. You care that they, are safe, the flight and the gear that you work on. So because their gear is a direct reflection of you and the CDI. So and you're gonna be the one to have their if you're in the squadron to have joint helmets, then you'll be the one setting up the joint helmets. Then you'll be the one making sure every aircrew member has a pistol holster if they're going on a 7+ hour mission, flying into combat, flying into, whether it be Afghanistan, Syria, Iraq, whatever have you. You'll be the one, setting up all that stuff so they good to go. Make sure they got a radio, and just make sure they have enough P bags. We do have P bags that the aircrew can use to basically, take a piss while they're flying, if they got to. So that's pretty much what it's like to be a O-level PR. Well, to be in a VFA squadron, O-level PR. So, but as far, I think it's a little bit different if you're in like a VAW squadron. If you're in a squadron that flies a Hawkeye aircraft. But if you're in a VAQ squadron, it's pretty much the same thing. Like everything I pretty much just explained about being in a VFA squadron, you're pretty much gonna do the exact same thing if you're in a VAQ squadron as a PR on deployment. Now, if you're let's say you're a PR in a Helo squadron, let's say you're in a HSM-1, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's a real squadron, I'm just throwing it out there. If you're HSM-1, it's a little bit different, you're still an all-over PR. But they have more gear to take care of now as far as, setting up gear before aircrew walk. I don't know, what they do. But what I can tell you guys, because I have a friend that's in the HSM squadron, and what ended up happening to him was you can end up going on a detachment from deployment. So, you can be on the aircraft carrier for the first month of deployment. Then what can end up happening is, your squadron need to send a detachment out to a destroyer ship. So you can end up going, you and a small group of people in your squadron and flying off and going to this destroyer squadron for damn near the remainder of deployment. Because my friend didn't get back until like the last month of deployment. I only seen him the first month. When we got to Guam, we was kicking it, chilling, talking, whatever. Then after that, after we pulled back out, going back out to sea, I didn't see him no more after that. I went down to the shop looking for him, and his LPO told me that he had to go on the detachment to destroyer. So I was like, oh, okay, that was just something new to me. I didn't know that, if you're a Helo Squadron PR, then, you can go on debts, while you're on deployment. Pretty crazy to me, but that's just some of the possibilities that can, end up happening. Um, let's see, but that's if you're in the HSM Squadron. Now, if you're in the HSC Squadron, also another Helo Squadron, I don't know if they send their PRs on debts while on deployment, because I didn't see or hear about it happening on this deployment that I just came off of. So that's pretty much a breakdown of what it's like to be a OLO PR on deployment. I'm forgetting one. There's also a VRC squadrons, which is also another OLO billet for PRs. Now, again, I don't know exactly what they do. Well, actually, yeah, those PRs are the ones that attached to the CODs. So, if you ever heard of a COD, for those of you that know what it is, for those of you that don't know what it is, COD stands for Carrier Onboard Delivery, and it basically is exactly what it sounds like. The COD is responsible for flying your mail onto the ship, your care packages, or you order some off Amazon, the COD would be the one flying it onto the ship. CODs never go into combat because they don't have the capability to go in combat and be useful and help out with the mission or anything like that. So people say their PRs got a little bit more easier. I hear that it's hard to get into a VRC squadron, as a PR. I don't know how true that is. That's just what I heard. So you get orders there out of A school, may be, a good thing for you. So if that do end up happening to you, hit me up, let me know how it is being in the VRC squadron, because I really don't know, and I'd like to know a little bit more about it. So that's pretty much the breakdown of what it's like to be a all-over PR on deployment on the aircraft carrier. Now, it is different being an all-over PR when you're in a sea duty command, but you guys never ever go to the ship, so you're in a VP squadron. Now, if you're in a VP squadron, those are the aircraft that is like super humongous, that they're too big to fit on the ship. So the way they do their deployments is, say you station in like Florida, and you guys deploy to Japan for like 6 months, and you're there in Japan for 6 months, or Italy, or wherever they need you guys to deploy to. You're just there in that one location. That's how deployments work for PRs that are sea duty, but the type of aircraft that they have is too big to fit on the aircraft carrier. So should be pretty self-explanatory. I hope that's not, I hope I'm not making it hard to understand. Let me know in the comment section if I am. But that's pretty much what it's like to be, because I got a buddy of mine that's he's a all-over PR, but he's in a VP squadron. So that's pretty much how they do their deployments. Now, if you're a all-over PR on deployment, you're gonna be in a huge freaking paraloft on the ship, and you'll be the one working on the oxygen regulators, the life rafts, the seat pans, the actual parachutes. You'll be the ones inspecting and maintaining that stuff. So, when me, when I go downstairs to the all-over shop, and we got some gear to turn in, whether it be an oxygen regulator and the O2 lower hose, when those stuffs are due for inspection, we'll be the ones to come down there to the all-over PRs and turn the gear in, because they do every 90 days. But that's just for the oxygen regulators and lower hoses. The other gear that I mentioned is on different inspection cycles, so you guys understand all that, once you go through A school and get to the fleet and all that. So yeah, that's pretty much what it's like being an all-over PR on deployment. They do a lot of stuff too, but the thing with them, you won't work directly with the aircrew member, like being a all-over PR like myself and the other all-over billets that I mentioned. So, you'll just be down, like I said, you'll be in a huge parallel, You won't have no air crew members walking in and out the shop, you know what I'm saying, every day, all day, going on, you know what I'm saying, these flights and stuff like that. You'll just be, you know what I'm saying, down there in the big shop chilling, you know what I'm saying, waiting on people to turn in gear. That's pretty much what it's like to be all over PR. And yeah, I think I covered all of it, man. I think I did. Yeah, I think I covered all of it. So that's pretty much what it's like in a nutshell to be a PR on deployment. Also, some good things about being a PR. The sewing machine and the name tag machine can definitely be your bread and butter on deployment. And what I mean by that is, you know what I'm saying, if somebody get promoted or they get another warfare pin, and they're gonna come to you guys and ask you, hey, can you sew this on my uniform? Or hey, can you make me a name tag for my coveralls? You know what I'm saying? If you do it, then you can get hooked up, you know what I'm saying? They'll, you know, go to the store, you know what I'm saying? Be like, hey, yeah, what you want? You know what I'm saying? I go get you something from the store. So, you know what I'm saying? That happened to me a lot on deployment. You know, people coming to the shop asking for stuff, and I just be like, oh, yeah, get me a Gatorade. So, on deployment, people hooking me up with hella Gatorades, you know what I'm saying? I never had to really buy myself any Gatorades because I was good on that, because people always was asking for stuff. So, you know what I'm saying, I hook them up. So it'll be wise of you to get good at sewing, you know what I'm saying, if you want to, you know what I'm saying, how to hook up. And also another thing, you know what I'm saying, get good at making name tags too, because what ended up happening for me on deployment, you know what I'm saying, shout out to my guy, you know, I ain't gonna say his name because, you know, I don't know if you want me to say his name, but, you know what I'm saying, he know who he is if he see this video. But if you get good at making name tags, you can actually have a connect with laundry. So what happened to me one day was some random day I was in line getting chow, and then this random dude just approached me and was like, hey, I see your PR, can you make me a name tag? You know what I'm saying? I was like, at first I didn't want to do it. I was like, oh, what squadron you in? Because I was going to tell him, oh, just go to your squadron PRs and how to make your name tag. But he was like, I'm ship's company, so, you know what I'm saying, I don't have anybody to make me a name tag. So I was like, all right, bet. So in return, he was like, I could hook you up with laundry, because he was TAD to the laundry room. So, you know what I'm saying, just by me making him that one name tag, you know what I'm saying, for all throughout deployment, you know what I'm saying, whenever, you know what I'm saying, I needed my laundry done, you know what I'm saying, I could get it done on my own, and I could just hit my boy up and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying, can you hook me up with my laundry, you know what I'm saying, I'm running a little low. So that's just a benefit of, you know what I'm saying, being good at making name tags or being good at sewing, you know what I'm saying. And then, you know what I'm saying, and then if you're good at it, and those people refer you to other people, then, you know what I'm saying, you'll have more people coming to you, and then you'll just be plugged in many different ways, you know what I'm saying, if you really catch on to what I'm saying. So, you know what I'm saying, it can be a good thing, you know what I'm saying. So just get good at it, man, before deployment, just practice at it. But yeah, that's pretty much what it's like to be a PR on deployment. I think I covered everything. If you guys got any questions, you know what I'm saying, hit me up in the comment section, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. This Big Coop, and I'm out.